The second one was peer and self-assessment. We said, look, here are these particular studies where peer and self-assessment has been really important in the process which produced the learning gains. Let's encourage students to do it. The way that it actually worked out was principally in peer assessment. The students would be put in groups to, for example, to mark one another's homework, so that they would circulate their homework around the group and then try and appraise it. And the point of doing this was, first of all, that it threw up the difficulty of what was the point of doing it anyway, because you can't mark or appraise something unless you know what the purpose was. And secondarily, having got that, what counts as a criterion of quality? What counts as good work? How do you know this is good? All of that. The same thing happened with the marking of tests later on. They did that. Or in designing an experiment, they could be in groups and through peer discussion compare different designs, or have two or three present their results and then in peer groups try to assess them. And the key there is that one of getting clear that the work has aims, and clear that the part of learning is to steer your work in the light of certain aims, so that the classroom learning turns to make sense, whereas for many pupils it's just one damn thing after the other and they just follow the rules and wait for the next thing to descend on their shoulders. We thought there that peer assessment turned out to be prior to and supportive of self-assessment, partly because seeing your work through the eyes of others and developing in discourse with them the criterion of quality, you were better able to judge your work, be objective about it. But it's also better because, first of all, far more pupils could get involved in active talking in the class, and the language they would use would be the pupil's own language rather than teacher language. And we also thought, that we don't have firm evidence of this, that pupils would challenge one another to get something clear in a way they wouldn't challenge their teacher. They might say to a teacher once they didn't understand, but after that they wouldn't try and challenge again if they didn't understand the second time, because that's taking the teacher's time and makes you appear stupid, whereas with one another, far more honest. So we thought that the peer assessment was actually much more powerful, as it turned out, than we had envisaged at the start, and became almost prior to self-assessment. But both of those were making a change in their involvement in their learning.